What's going on, guys? It's your boy Billy Chuck coming at you with episode 46. In this episode, we're discussing the metal band Attila. Let's go. Attila is Chris Franzak on lead vocals, Chris Link on lead guitar, Kalen Cal Blem on bass, Walter Adams on rhythm guitar, and Tyler Kruckmeyer on drums. Sean Heenan used to play drums. Matt Booth used to play lead guitar. Chris Wilson used to play rhythm guitar. Sam Halcomb used to play bass. Nate used to play rhythm guitar. Paul Olinger used to play bass. Chris Comrie also used to play bass. And Brian McClure used to play drums. So these motherfuckers released their self-demo. It was called Fallacy, and not with Static Factory, contrary to popular belief. But on March 30th of 07, and then released their debut album, Soundtrack to a Party in 08 with Static Records, prior signing to Artery Recordings. In their early years, Attila toured with Arsonist Get All the Girls, See You Next Tuesday, Chelsea Grin, American Me, and We Are the End. Attila also toured with Head PE and Threat Signal from March 3rd to April 10th. But like I said, Attila signed to Artery Recordings in 2010 and released their second album and major label debut. It was called Rage. And I think that's when I jumped on board with the Attila train. On May 11th, 2010, they released Rage. The band recorded, produced, mixed, and mastered Rage with Interlace Audio's Stephen Hawks in Portland, Oregon. Attila also released their music video for the album's title track, Rage, on October 8th, 2010. On May 13th, 2010, the band was announced as support for Drop Dead Gorgeous headlining tour, the Picnic Party Tour, along with From First to Last, Sleeping with Sirens, Abandon All Ships, Woe Is Me, For All Their Sleeping, and Scarlett O'Hara, beginning on July 17th in Texas and ending in LA on August 20th. So on August 19th, 2010, the band was announced as support for Stick to Your Guns North American tour with supporting acts Blood Runs Black, For the Fallen Dreams, and Close Your Eyes, beginning on October 1st in Arizona and ending on the 31st in California. But on September 28th, 2010, Attila was announced as support for Oceano's Contagion Across the Nation tour with fellow supporting acts Chelsea Grin, In the Midst of Lions and Monsters, beginning on November 5th in Michigan and ending on the 27th in Illinois. On May 6th, 2011, the band was announced as part of the All-Stars tour, along with Emir Alasana, I Wrestled a Bear Once, Bless the Fall, For Today, In This Moment, Born of Osiris, The Ghost Inside, After the Burial, For All Their Sleeping, Memphis Mayfire, Motionless in White, Chelsea Grin, and Sleeping with Sirens. On July 14th, 2011, Attila announced that their next album was going to be called Outlawed, and it was set for an August 16th release through Artery Recordings and Razor and Tie. On July 25th, 2011, the band revealed the track listing for Outlawed and released their first single from the album, Payback. I fucking love that song. They released it for streaming on August 4th. The band released the second single. It was called Smoke Out, followed by a music video for Smoke Out on August 17th. On August 8th, 2011, Attila was announced as part of a lineup for Alessana and Dance Gavin Dance's Rock Yourself to Sleep headlining tour with fellow supporting acts, A Skylit Drive, I Set My Friends on Fire, and A Loss for Words. But on August 31st, 2011, Attila was announced as support for the Monster Energy Outbreak Tour in 2012, being headlined by Asking Alexandria and including fellow supporting acts as I Lay Dying, Suicide Silence, and Memphis Mayfire. On September 18th, September 18th, 2011, the band was announced for support for the band We Came as Romans. Take a Picture, It Will Last Longer tour beginning on November 22nd, finishing on December 9th, with fellow supporting acts Falling in Reverse and Sleeping with Sirens, and the band For All I Am. On October 17th, 2011, Attila released their first music video from the album. It was called Payback. Attila released a lyric video for the song Another Round on July 19th, 2012. And another lyric video for their song Nasty Mouth on October 2nd, 2012. On October 30th, 2012, Attila released a new single, Party with the Devil. Fucking love that song. 666, Party with the Devil, bitch. And a re-recorded version of the song, Soda in the Water Cup, from the album Soundtrack to a Party. On December 12th, 2011, Attila was announced as part of the lineup for the New England Metal and Hardcore Fest 2012, taking place on April 20th through the 22nd at the Palladium in Worcester, Massachusetts. On December 22nd, 2011, Attila was announced as part of the Chelsea Grins 6-week tour, the Sick Tour, along with fellow supporting acts for the Fallen Dreams Chunk, No Captain Chunk, Vanna, and Volumes in the Crimson Armada. I didn't know if you guys knew this or not, but I'm going to tell you anyway, because that's how I roll. But on March 24th, 2012, the band's vocalist, Franz, he was denied entry for the second time in Canada because of a felony on his record. Franz released a statement concerning the incident, saying he can only apply for reconsideration in 2 years. On June 6, 2012, the band announced that the bassist Chris Comrie had parted ways with the band. The band released a statement describing the departure as a personal choice made by Comrie and that they were still on good terms. On September 8th, 2012, the band announced that they acquired former For the Fallen Dreams guitarist Kalen Blem as their new bass guitarist. Uh, on September 13th, 2012, the band announced their Party with the Devil headlining tour with supporting acts Make Me Famous, Issues, Ice Nine Kills, and Adustria. And that began on October 26th in Florida and ending on November 15th in Washington. So get this, Attila is some touring motherfuckers, right? So on January 4th, 2013, Attila was announced to play the Warped Tour 2013 from June 6th to July 11th, 2013. But on February 3rd, 2013, it was announced that the band had finished writing their follow-up to Outlawed and entered the studio. The band stated that the album would be the heaviest and craziest album they had ever made. Bands always say that. But on February 25th, 2013, the band uploaded their own Harlem Shake video. On April 20th, 2013, Attila announced their first single from the album, Middle Fingers Up, and revealed that the new album, titled About That Life, would be released on June 25th, 2013. On May 24th, 2013, Attila teamed up with Spotify and Revolver and released the title track from the record About That Life. I'm about that life. Love that song too. But on August 1st, 2013, the band announced the About That Life headlining tour with supporting acts Upon a Burning Body, The Plot in You, and Fit for a King. On December 11th, 2013, it was announced that Franz would be heading into the studio the next month to begin recording his forthcoming hip-hop album. Later that night on Fuse's Warped Roadies, it was announced that Attila would be playing Warped Tour 2014 with fellow announcements Tear Out the Heart, Mayday Parade, and the Protomen and Plague Vendor. On December 13th, 2013, the band announced the Kings Tour with supporting acts I See Stars, Capture the Crown, Ice Nine Kills, Micah, Relocate, and Artisans, beginning on January 31st, 2014. On December 18th, 2013, the band announced as support for A Day to Remember's Self-Help Festival on March 22nd, 2014. And that was in San Bernardino, California. So on October 22nd, Alternative Press reported that guitarist Nate had left the band, and when he was asked about the decision, he said that he wanted to focus on living a drug and alcohol-free life. On November 8th, 2014, Attila released the second album single. It was called Horse Pig, with Franz stating that it was one of his favorite songs he's ever written lyrically. The band played a 26-day tour in support of the album, the Guilty Pleasure Tour, which kicked off in Lauderdale, Florida on November 11th and ended on December 14th in Boston. Attila also played the entirety of the 2015 Vans Warped Tour on the main stage, burying the proverbial hatchet with Falling in Reverse frontman Ronnie Radke, Franz, and the rest of Attila announced a co-headlining tour with Falling in Reverse called the Supervillains Tour with support of Metro Station and Assuming We Survive. The tour was played at the tail end of 2015. In March of 2016, Attila was on tour with Hollywood Undead, and that started in March of 2016. Attila then signed to Sharp Tone Records and Chaos Villain, and a new label co-founded by Nuclear Blast CEO Marcus Stager and Sean Keith. And they said, and I quote, "We are really excited to announce that we have officially signed to Sharp Tone." Franz said that. And we are at an amazing point in our career, and we know that these guys have the power that we need to take things to the next level. Chaos was released on November 4th, 2016. Moving right along. On January 1st, 2017, Sean Heenan announced that he was leaving the band. The band later issued a statement regarding his departure, citing that the reasons revolved around feeling like it was time to make a change and improve our rhythm section. On March 22nd, 2017, it was said that Attila would be playing the 2017 Warped Tour, but on October 31st, 2017, they released their single 3-6 onto YouTube. February 13th, 2018, Attila announced that they are an unsigned band after their year run with Sharp Tone Records that didn't last very long. On July 7th, 2018, a new web single, it was called Pizza, was released. The music video for the single was uploaded to the band's YouTube channel on July 12th. On February 22nd, 2019, Attila announced an album titled Villain. On May 29th, 2020, they released a song called Cancelled, and the next month, drummer Brian McClure was fired from the band following several rape and sexual misconduct allegations. Damn. And Attila's, their last album that they recorded, it was called Closure, and that was released on July 23rd, 2021. But on March 18th, 2021, they released a new song titled Clarity as the lead single. And on April 30th, 2021, Attila released a new song called Metalcore Mansion as the album's second single. So there you go, motherfuckers. If you guys get a chance, definitely check out Attila if you haven't already. I highly suggest it. Okay, that's all I got for all you motherfuckers. If you like what you've seen, like what you heard, leave me some comments. I don't care if they're fucking negative or not. But hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. Peace.